guys, so I'm really excited about this video today because I am going to show you how to DIY this mason jar organizer, whatever you want to call it. So here's the one that I will specifically be showing you how to make in this video. So I actually have this one in my bathroom, and as you can clearly see, I use it to hold my makeup brushes and some cotton balls. So I originally got this idea from a Pinterest post that I saw, and then out of nowhere all these videos started popping up like showing how to make these, and I was like, I just made some of those and I kind of have my own little twist on them. So I actually painted the inside of mine white on this one. So all of the posts and videos that I've seen of how to paint your mason jars, they actually show you how to paint the outside, and you could probably make them look really cool that way. Paint the outside and then kind of distress them a little bit and make them look really antique, but I find it easier to paint the inside, so that way they just, I don't know, it's just a different way to go about it. So here is another variation of these mason jar holder things that I made, and I actually made these first. I made these before the makeup brush one, and these I'm just using as like a pretty you know, decorating thing. I actually keep them on either side of my window in my kitchen, so yeah. But you make them using the basic same like rules or principles, whatever, as the other one, which I'm fixing to show you. But the inside of these I actually painted with this paint. I got this at Walmart for 50 cents. That's pretty good. This is the color Key West, and this is matte acrylic paint. Well, it almost matches my shirt. It's just that mint turquoisey kind of color that's really springy and just like, I like it a lot. So now I'm going to show you the tutorial on how to make this. The first thing you need is your choice of wood. However many mason jars you need for your specific project. Plumbing clamps, you can get these at any kind of hardware store. A tape measure. A Sharpie to mark on the wood. Wood screws. Screwdrivers, plural, because I had some Phillips head and flathead screws. So the first thing you want to do is measure your piece of wood and get an idea of where you want your mason jars to be at on that piece of wood. So take your time and measure it out. Make sure you're getting them in equal spots on the wood. Next, you're going to get your plumbing clamp, and you can use a screwdriver to make it bigger or smaller, and we're basically just adjusting this to fit around the mason jar to hold it tight against the wood. So as you can see, there's some excess of the plumbing clamp here, and you just want to remove that. So you may need some pliers to do that with, so one more tool you need. And just bend that back and forth until it pops off, and it should be pretty easy to do. Now you're just gonna position this onto your dot that you made with the Sharpie, and use your Sharpie to mark a hole on the plumbing clamp to know where you want to screw this in at. And then begin the process of putting the clamp, screwing the clamp onto the wood. I had quite a time doing this because this wood was very old wood and it was almost petrified, and it was very hard to screw into, so this took me a long time, and it shouldn't take that long if you have a normal piece of wood. and get started on the second one. And then you see how your mason jars just slide in there, and you can tighten them or loosen them as you need to. So in order to hang this on the wall, instead of just buying a picture hanger or whatever, I put 2 screws in the back. And then all you need is a piece of wire, and you can pretty much fashion your own little hanger for pretty cheap. And here is the finished product. So I did end up having quite a bit of problems with getting the screws to go into this wood, and I'm pretty sure it's just because this is really old barn wood. I didn't buy this from anywhere. This is literally like a piece of wood that I found at my grandparents' place, and I mean it's like old, so it's really hard to like screw into. So after that video, I actually ended up having to go back on the hanger, and I used nails instead. I actually got those to go into the wood farther than the screws, but it's the same type of little hanger. You can do this, or you can just buy like a regular type of picture hanger to put on the back. So, but this seems to hang on the wall just fine. So I'm very proud of myself for making this, because I'm not the most artistic and crafty kind of person. I just, every once in a while, I get a wild hair and think, I wanna make something, you know, and this was, I was able to make this, so I'm sure that you could too. But, and I know I see stuff like this all the time in stores that are like super expensive, and for me to make this, the wood was free, the jars was something I already had. The only thing that I had to purchase to make this was these plumbing clamps, and they were around $4 for both of these, so not that expensive. And I believe that's the only thing I bought other than the paint, but a very cheap craft if you know, are willing to put the work in towards making it. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I post a brand new video every single Friday. And if you think I should try to do some more DIY videos, then tell me in the comments below, and who knows what kind of things I could come up with. We'll see. So have fun crafting, and I'll see you next week. Bye!